At the very end of my first term as a visiting student at Oxford, my friends and I raced to the University Church of St. Mary the Virgin, which stands in the center of the city, to watch the sunset from the top of the church tower. Climbing the 127 narrow stone steps with our backpacks heavy with books was no easy feat, but we caught the last of the sunset and gazed out across the rooftops as the sky darkened. My anxiety about finishing my final essay dissipated as we searched the skyline for our college and other familiar buildings. I noted that the streets I walked every day looked so majestic from the air, and I thought about how every person walking on every one of those streets had their own relationship to the city, their own story. Over the course of the year, my sense of belonging in the city would continue to grow as my own story developed. I got involved with Oxide, Oxford's student radio station, and created a show called Small Fish, each week focusing on an indie band from across the pond as a way of introducing more American music to the British student radio scene. I worked closely with one of my tutors on a book that she was writing about classical allusions in modern American novels, reading her work and giving her feedback on her chapters, as well as doing my own research on the various authors for my essays each week. And I made a point to see all 38 colleges before leaving in June, a quest which got me to explore parts of the university that I might not have otherwise seen, such as the meadows of wildflowers behind Wolfson College, which was on the opposite end of the city from where I lived. That day in November, standing at the top of the church tower, looking at the sky all around me and the old buildings down below, I felt as though time had stopped. This place had existed for hundreds and hundreds of years, and here I was, a part of it, even if just for this brief moment. Even though I was just one student who studied at the university for just 1 year, even though the city itself might bear no mark of my experience after I had left, I knew that the ways I grew on my year abroad at Oxford would influence me for the rest of my life.